You'd have to go back to 2005. Kiva just started as a 501c3. We had no funding, no real employees to speak of, at least funded employees. I quit my job and I started looking for funding. I wrote about 35 foundations, so I just wrote blank letters to about 35. Not blank letters, but just unsolicited letters to about 35 foundations through this place called the Foundation Center. Of course, I knew about the Draper Richards Foundation as well. They're sort of an icon in the Bay Area. If you get funding from the Draper Foundation, you can get funding anywhere. It's this sort of gateway, this really great stamp of approval. In addition to writing all those letters, I sent an email to the public email address of the Draper Richards Foundation. To my surprise, they were the only one that wrote back out of 36 foundations. So really nervous to get a meeting with them. And I met with the staff there over a period of 2 or 3 months, went through just a grueling due diligence process. They looked at our business plan. Of course, we didn't really have a business plan. They looked at our financials. Of course, we didn't really have financials. So it was a lot of relationships, and that's one thing I learned about the way the Draper Richards Foundation works, and the way, in particular, Bill Draper works, is it's highly relational. So spent a lot of time getting to know the staff. Eventually, when they felt I was ready, I was very unseasoned at this point, very raw. When they felt I was ready, I got to have a meeting with Bill himself. So it was me and my business partner Premel meeting with Bill Draper in his office on California Street, in a high-rise in San Francisco. Super intimidating meeting. This was my one shot. If I didn't get the shot, I didn't know if Kiva could continue, really. So I remember going in there, talking to Bill. It was a complete, refreshing sort of breath of fresh air. It was a very fun meeting. He asked a lot of great questions. Really insightful, got into the details. He really understands internet virality, and he's looking for highly scalable, repeatable models. That was surprising for me, was for somebody of a different generation, that they were so in touch with the latest technology. I think he had just invested in Skype, and he was really up to date. So he asked really good questions. But the thing that surprised me was at the end of the meeting, he just said yes. So in a period of an hour, he'd made up his mind. He was going to fund us, and ever since that point, it's been an amazing ride at Kiva.